And now I am running through the forest at minus 64 degrees naked. Hallelujah. And now it sounds like a blizzard has come in as well, and things have gotten from bad to worse. Even inside this cave, the temperature is still minus 27. Frostbite risk is getting serious in a number of places. Comply. Now with 23 minutes left on the campfire, I'm going to take a torch as well. And now there's a wolf out there. Oh, that is not good. Uh-oh, he's coming for me. Welcome back, people, to the long dark. And, well, I've decided that since it's still fairly light and we still have quite a bit of time left until midnight, to be precise, at least 3-4 hours for a good sleepy time, I'm going to use the chance while I'm still warmed up to go and do some harvesting so that I can do some crafting to pass the time instead of waking up too early in the day and then having to deal with that as being an issue for the cold. You don't want to be waking up in the coldest parts of the day. And since we had to pass up some of the lichen around here, I am coming back now, since the bear is hopefully gone by now. I certainly can't hear him. And pick up all this lichen, and then we can go and craft some wound dressing out of that when we are back in the hut, as well as picking up any sticks that we missed while being stalked by the bear. And while I certainly am quite happy that I have now got a few more sticks and didn't want to pass up on them, I am now about to start freezing again, and with my condition already being at only 52%, I certainly don't fancy losing any more. So I will make my way back to the hut, and I will also now be able to use the time to craft those wound dressings and have a nice long sleep. Okay, it is time to do the crafting. Now, while it certainly isn't quite midnight yet, we are getting close enough and we don't really have anything remaining that we can craft. So I'm just going to bite the bullet and get the food from outside and go and sleep. Now, of course, as usual, before we go and make it to sleep, we will go and first take all our clothes off, as well as having an eat and a drink, and then we are ready for sleepy time. And I might as well go and drink a cup of herbal tea, since we are down to only about half condition, and this will allow us to recover all the way to approximately 85% or so. So, we should have recovered quite a bit of condition here. We are now at about 85%, as I guesstimated earlier, and that is not too bad. And before we go out there, we gotta make sure that we don't forget to first put our clothes on this time. The weather outside is a balmy -40. Look at that warmth decreasing. That is absolutely insane, and that is what happens when you wake up this early in the day. -44. Shocking weather, absolutely shocking. Not gonna be able to be wearing those clothes for very long. For these kind of temperatures, I might as well not even bother wearing them. Because once you are freezing, you are freezing. And no matter what kind of clothing you're wearing, it won't really make any difference. Except it will deteriorate 10 times faster while you're wearing it, as opposed to storing it in a backpack or anywhere on the ground. So now that I am freezing, I might as well take all these clothes off in order to protect them. And now I am running through the forest at -64 degrees naked. Hallelujah. Now I just have to hope that I don't get lost here before I make it to the forest cave. Certainly an issue that you have to be watching out for when you're not wearing any clothing is the frostbite risk. And you want to be watching that very closely, because frostbite is absolutely the worst affliction that you can have in this game. So pay close attention. And we have made it to the hunter's blind, and we are also able to gather some reishi mushrooms while we're here, and let's hope that we find something nice by the hunter's blind. And now it sounds like a blizzard has come in as well, and things have gotten from bad to worse. That said, with the forest cave being right here by the hunter's blind, we will be able to find some shelter in just a minute, just before we start developing frostbite. And it looks like there is also a deer carcass over there, which is fantastic. However, with the blizzard raging the way it currently is, we have no hopes of starting a fire that would allow us to harvest it. So for the time being, we might as well just go and pick up the feathers, search the corpse, and then make our way into the cave for some temporary shelter until this blizzard subsides. And I did not spot any rabbits here, although there usually are a couple. I am going to have to walk into this cave.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Take this book, search the backpack, and then unfortunately I am afraid I'm going to have to start a fire here and immediately waste all these sticks that I have painstakingly collected. Even inside this cave, the temperature is still -27. Frostbite risk is getting serious in a number of places, so we don't really have a choice but to go and put our clothes back on and then immediately start a fire. Now that the clothes are back on, the frostbite risk should no longer be escalating, and I will be able to go and make a fire now, which will be much needed to warm up for the remaining -19°C of feels-like temperature, which is still terribly cold. Now, in order to go and save the possibility of a failure in making this fire, we will go and light a torch first and then use that torch to light the fire with. And we're going to use the Frontier Shooting Guide here as burning material. And yes, we will confirm this, because in Interloper mode there is no hunting rifle, so there's no point in ever reading this book in the first place. And we have started the fire, so we may as well immediately extinguish this torch and then start adding some sticks here to ramp up the temperature. Oh no, I took a torch. That's not what I had in mind. But okay, we'll take it. And then we will add some fuel. And given the external temperature here, we're going to have to add quite a bit. We are still at -1C, having added all those sticks, so we're going to have to add a few more sticks, basically putting us back to square one. And even at now +4C, it will still take quite a while to recover the temperature. And even by the time that we have used this now 3-hour fire, we will probably still be facing the possibility of that blizzard continuing to rage out there. Not something I look forward to, but what can you do? And while we have all this time, we may as well make it 2 liters each. 1 hour until melted, and then we can perhaps also pass this time to go and craft some of these wound dressings. Actually, no, I will save that for a nighttime sleep, so we don't get into a situation like today again. 1 hour has passed, the blizzard is still raging. We have healed our hypothermia risk. However, we still have some frostbite risk. And we still got the blizzard raging outside. It's not ideal. Well, the blizzard has finally gone away, which is fantastic news. We still have a little bit of time left on the campfire, so we might as well use it to do some cooking. However, while we're at it, we can also go and quickly check if there are any rabbits running around outside there. It is too bad that we have now burned up all the sticks and will not be able to harvest a deer carcass. However, it does seem like we are lucky and have found a rabbit. And we really need those rabbit pelts to make ourselves some nice, warm, cozy, fluffy gloves, as well as a better head covering. And there is another rabbit there. Excellent. Alright, rabbit, I want you to stop in your tracks for a moment. Stop running. Alright, stop, stop, just stop. I don't comply. Comply! There's one. Rabbit down. Alright, number 2, I'm coming for ya. Okay, rabbit number 2 has been caught. And now, with things being the way they are, and us being low on sticks, and no real means of making a fire, unfortunately, we're going to have to go back to Signal Hill. It is either that, or the nearby cave entrance that would take us to Mystery Lake. But with things still to be done here, like waiting for our things to cure at Rural Crossroads, we're just going to have to bite the bullet and get back to Signal Hill for now. Now we have sprain risk, and that is understandable because we are carrying a whopping 10 liters of water with us, and that's something that we should probably not be doing.
Heavy.
Now with 23 minutes left on the campfire, I'm going to take a torch as well, and now there's a wolf out there. Oh, that is not good. I am not happy to see that, I can tell you that much. Well, what are we going to do now? Did you see that wolf? How is the timing? We have some cedar wood. We have 5 sticks. Don't really want to just leave the rabbits to rot here without harvesting them. Oh, that is not good. Well, I think I might have to grab the torch and light it and then use that as a means to scare off the wolf and then hopefully use the cave to go and do my harvesting there. Or circumvent the wolf. Huh? Where did he go? I don't see him. Do you see him? Ah. There he is. He's there. Yeah. I hear ya, buddy. I hear ya. See if I can walk all the way back to Signal Hill with him stalking me down. Because, to be honest, I would rather not have him be stalking around here anyway. Because that just makes it difficult to be coming back to the cave later to harvest what I need to harvest. So I'm going to take a book here, start a fire. Should have actually used a stick there because I don't really need this fire, but it's okay. And I should have dropped off some of that water at the cave. And that fire will go and scare off the wolf. And I will go and drop a bunch of this water here, which I can then just pick up later. If I ever need any water, I will be able to find it fairly easily because of the campfire here. 5 liters. Sprain risk is gone. Now one more time I can go and scare off this wolf. Come on, go away. Excellent. Now I can take a torch. And if necessary repeat this, but while he's running the other way, scared, I'm running this way and hopefully I will lose him in the process. But tell you what, while I'm carrying 2 rabbits on me, my scent is going everywhere and there's a good possibility of just another wolf coming my way or a bear in any moment now. And there's the rope, which means that the Signal Hill cabin is right up here. And we are back down to 50% or less health, which is not great. We didn't really get too much out of this, however we did get a couple of rabbits and we also found a deer carcass location.
Fingers are not.
Oh, that's a bear. Oh boy, that was not good. My god, I almost ran right into his face there, didn't I? Holy moly. Uh-oh, he's coming for me. We're walking slowly. The bear is running, and he's right behind us. Will he be able to catch us and turn us into a wholesome breakfast? To find out, you're gonna have to tune into the next episode. If you liked it, please leave a like and comment below. And if you want to be notified when the next episode does come out, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Thank you very much for watching and I'll see you then. Bye bye.